Welcome to tonight's coverage of Chicago Strikers against Chicago House in this second-round qualifying match for the 2025 U.S. Open Cup. I'm Alex Campbell, and I'm joined by Strikers head coach Rich Parfitt. Rich, first of all, how much does tonight mean to your club? How big of an opportunity is this for these players?
It's the best opportunity, really. We've got a young team. Not often you get to play against the House in a U.S. Open Cup qualifier, so we're really looking forward to it, and the boys are really excited. So, yeah, massive opportunity for us.
I know this form from the summer hasn't necessarily continued into the fall. Given that this is a totally different competition, how do you get these guys to shake off maybe the past couple of games and just focus on only tonight?
Anything can happen really tonight. We've had not a couple of bad results recently, but we've been competitive. We're a young team. When I told the boys we've got to stay focused tonight, we've got to stay composed. I think we're playing one of the best teams in Chicagoland, and they've been to the Open Cup plenty of times. So it's about staying organised, disciplined, and just doing what we worked on at practice the last couple of weeks.
Beyond the soccer abilities, how much of that is a factor, and how do you prepare for the fact that you're up against a team who has been there before the last couple of years when most of your guys are new to this?
I guess mentality. We got to, yes, we are playing players who've been there before, but again, on a given day, anything can happen. We just got to stay in the game, just make little mistakes as possible, stay organised, and we can go from there.
If we fast forwarded through the 90 minutes and until your team had won the match, what do you think will have gone right for you guys tonight? What in particular will have gone your way if you're to come out winners tonight?
Not making mistakes, not individual mistakes. We've got to, every man, we've got to play as a team. Don't give the mistakes away, and if we get chances, we have to take them. We could have one chance in a game, and we've got to be clinical tonight.
Well, it'll be interesting to watch. I know everybody's excited to see you guys make this voyage into the Open Cup this evening. Kickoff is coming up shortly here on Recruitlings. Stay with us.
Austin Salazar, number 0, goalkeeper, Gary, Indiana.
Jack Kramer, number 2, defender, Bradley Bourbonnais, Illinois.
Ryan Grady, number 3, goalkeeper, Deerfield, Illinois.
Cesar Murillo Jr., number 4, defender, El Paso, Texas.
Jasper Waddington, number 6, defender, Crete, Illinois.
Bukola Abdul Wahab, number 7, forward, Kwara, Nigeria.
I'm Shannon Seymour, number 8, midfield, Bourbonnais, Illinois.
Nico Williams, number 9, striker, Chicago, Illinois.
Kikis Avalos, number 10, midfielder, Posen, Illinois.
Aryan Kondor, number 12, forward, Bangalore, India.
A.R. Smith, number 14, midfielder, Chicago, Illinois.
My name is Paul Mateo, number 15, defender, Barcelona, Spain.
I'm Eduardo Aguilera, number 16. I'm a winger from Chicago, Illinois.
Jordan Friend, number 18, winger, Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Isaac Carnaya, number 19, midfielder, Cicero, Illinois.
Dan Hayes, number 21, defender, Chicago, Illinois.
John Alzate, number 22, center midfielder, Medellin, Colombia.
Aaron Moreno, 23, midfielder, Chicago, Illinois.
Damian Marino, number 27, defender, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Isaiah Gallegos Munoz, number 28, defender, midfielder, forward, Barbados.
Dan Lacoste, number 30, defender, Mount Prospect, Illinois.
Billy Castro, 33, goalkeeper, Cicero, Illinois.
Corey Miles, number 47, defender, Clarksburg, West Virginia.
Austin Montejano, defender, Zion, Illinois.
Zeddy Adlam, wingback, Orlando, Florida.
Joel Estrada, goalkeeper, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information. Welcome to U.S. Open Cup Soccer. Tonight, Chicago Strikers host Chicago House AC. Live from College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. It's game time.
Good evening and welcome to this U.S. Open Cup second round qualifying match here in the western suburbs of Chicago at the College of DuPage as Chicago Strikers host Chicago House AC, looking to move to the third of four steps toward the U.S. Open Cup main draw. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining me here tonight on Recruitlings as we turn it over to the PA for our national anthem. Chicago House looking to make the main draw of the U.S. Open Cup for the third year in a row. A quick rundown of the starting lineups. First for the visitors tonight, who are Chicago House. Number 3 in goal is Ryan Grady. The defenders, the back four, right to left, are number 2, Jack Kramer, number 30, Dan Lacoste, number 15, Paul Mateo Chacon, and number 20, Austin Montejano. The 3 in midfield are number 14, A.R. Smith, number 26, Elias McLeod, and number 7, Gilberto Angeles. And the front line, expecting down the right side, is number 12, Ugo Achara. On the left, number 9, Nico Williams. And through the middle, the man who scored 2 goals in House's first-round qualifying victory over Edgewater Castle, number 11, Alejandro Mentastes. You get a look there at the captains, A.R. Smith on the right of House, and Dominick Godde on the left of Strikers. House are coached by Shannon Seymour. This is his first, I guess, school year in charge, you could almost say. He was appointed only a few months ago. Meanwhile, for Strikers, in goal is number 1, Anton Omarov. A defender, number 2, Blazo Jovicevic. A defender, number 4, Ben Ndjibu. A defender, number 6, Arthur Navarro. A midfielder, number 8, Mauro Montes Hernandez. A winger, number 10, Sergio Reyes. A winger, number 11, Dominick Godde. A midfielder, number 14, Colin Baumgartner. A defender, number 5, Danny Al-Fanek. A defender, number 26, Austin Curtis. And a midfielder, number 33, Abraham Antar. Chicago Strikers are coached by Rich Parfitt. He's assisted by Ben Dorado. And if you were paying attention during that lineup read, you have a sense of what we can expect from Chicago Strikers tonight, likely to play very defensively this evening against House, who come in as favorites, certainly. We'll get more into the details of that as we go. Referee making sure everybody is set. Here at the College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois. About 25 or 30 miles directly west of downtown Chicago. Thanks for joining us from all over the United States for the United States Open Cup qualifying rounds. Nope. False start there on the clock. Chicago House just passing it around as I'm not sure what we're waiting for here. It looks like we have an issue with the net behind the north goal, and Anton Omarov is being pressed into groundsman duty here to help re-secure the net, joined by Strikers founder and manager Dave Godde there in the gray knit cap. Anton applying some what appear to be very large zip ties. Always an adventure in the U.S. Open Cup. We are at the home, as you can see there in the center of the field, of the Chaparrals of the College of DuPage, a really, really strong junior college football team over the years. They won a national championship just a couple of years going back. Strikers, a team that come in tonight not in the form they would prefer in the fall season of the UPSL Midwest Central Division. They have 1 win and 7 losses in their 8 games. They've scored just 9 goals. But they might only need 1 tonight if they're to knock off Chicago House, who notably are without top scorer for the last 2 years in the Midwest Premier League Heartland Division, Kikis Avalos, after his red card late in the game against Edgewater. And what an absolutely insane game that was. The game was decided via an own goal in the 112th minute, and it ended 3-2 after extra time. A game that went to full time at 1-1. I think we are about ready to go here. After that false start, we'll just have to count off a second before restarting the clock. Alejandro Mentasti is over the ball. Referee making sure all is well. Checking with the goalkeepers. And we are now underway for real here in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Thanks for joining us tonight live on YouTube here on Recruitlings. Erik Rachie is the man in charge, the producer and our cameraman tonight, pulling double duty. I'm Alex Campbell. This is Austin Matahano, the left back for Chicago House, back to Pau Mateo Chacon. Dan Lacoste did not start last game. Big center back number 30 into the lineup. Elias McLeod, the defensive midfielder number 26, back to Chacon. Palmatea through the lines, Mentasti on the flick. It's going to be kept in here on the near side by Jovicevic. Poorly cleared. Mentasti, Williams, but the flag is up as the ball is poked just wide. Ugo Achara won't mind, it didn't count. Achara, a former star for Northwestern and Louisville in college, the Nigeria native, was all Big Ten back in 2020-21 in that COVID-adjusted spring season. Was second team All Big Ten in 2023 with some time as a Louisville Cardinal sandwiched in between. Anton Omarov in goal tonight in the white and pink for Strikers, looking far down the opposite side. Achara putting on the pressure as that's booted forward by Al-Fanek on the left side of center back. In the air by McLeod. Godde trying to settle. And then Matahano able to intercept. Chacon being pressured. That's Danny Al-Fanek, excuse me. That was Arthur Navarro at center back. The 5 and the 6 looking very similar from up here, especially with these light blue numbers on the white and light blue jerseys for Strikers. Trying to play that down the line was Gilberto Angeles, number 7 for House. You'll see him float around quite a bit in that Edgewater game. He started ostensibly as a central midfielder, but played some fullback, played some winger. Ugo Achara doesn't agree with that offside call, free kick. Already over to the sideline is Dominick Godde to have a quick talk both with his father and with Rich Parfitt, the head coach of the Strikers UPSL team, as this long ball will roll not quite all the way to Ryan Grady. Pau Mateo Chacon taking over. House pushing a lot of numbers forward. In possession, Austin Matahano, the left back, is tucking into midfield as an extra player there with Kramer, Mateo Chacon, and Lacoste forming a back three with McLeod just ahead of them. Mentasti, the big Argentine. Scored in the 28th and 45th minutes against Edgewater Castle. A.R. Smith, the house captain. House, of course, in the 2024 edition of this tournament, making it all the way to play the Minnesota United Twos up in the Twin Cities. Long ball over the top, Mentasti. Bit of a heavy touch, and enough time for Arthur Navarro to recover. Sliding to try to keep that in was Sergio Reyes, the Aurora native. Played 5 years for the Calumet College of St. Joe Crimson Wave, NAIA school in Calumet, Indiana. Mentasti. Achara, back here for Elias McLeod, and now Matahano. Angeles over the top. A.R. Smith settles, but he is offside. In the end, it's a nice save down to his left, unnecessarily made by Omarov. So far, strikers doing well to hold their defensive line as House look to get in behind. Very much in vogue in modern soccer. In possession, House effectively running a 3-2-5 with both A.R. Smith and Gilberto Angeles contributing to the attack. Header one there by McLeod. That slipped away from Antar. Mentasti couldn't quite settle it. Flick header going the wrong way from Baumgartner. Achara tangling there with Antar. Now up against Austin Curtis, the left back. Baumgartner, pressured by Kramer. It's out for a striker's throw on the far side. Smith trying to just split defenders. He split 2 or 3, but away by Curtis, the left back. Palmateo Chacon, a cultured left foot for a center back. Jovicevic forced back, and he finds the safety of Omarov. Chicago Strikers actually have another game tomorrow night in the UPSL. They'll play against Berber City tomorrow. And they have a very local rivalry with Chicago Nation next weekend. Chicago House's next game, well, at least officially, that will either be the third round of U.S. Open Cup qualifying, or it will be sometime next May in the Midwest Premier League when that action resumes. Smith trying to keep this in. He does, as Godde tried to push him off it. Omarov to the safety of midfield, only as far as Kramer, the former Chicago State Cougar. Still Kramer, chipping it ahead, but not quite on the same page with his teammates. Omarov, the keeper, certainly getting his touches in here early. This is Ben Ndjibu, right-sided center back tonight. Sent forward by Hernandez into the feet of Al-Fanek. Williams, Chacon, Smith, McLeod. Nice passing by House. Mentasti, Smith. Angeles. Nice flick by Hugo Achara. First time ball into the area. Vital intervention from Arthur Navarro. Al-Fanek's not going to be able to battle the entire House back four as Chicago House regained possession. Eight minutes gone here at College of DuPage. in this U.S. Open Cup second round qualifying match, looking ahead to 2025. Williams on Halays, good challenge initially by Hernandez. Williams tried to do too much there, had room ahead of him. Only as far as midfield. House more or less camped out from ahead of their own 40-yard line. Flag stays down here. Nico Williams, good sliding challenge in Jovicevic, or was it? He won the ball, but the referee is ruling that he went in too aggressively and has been shown a yellow card. I'm a bit surprised, both because it's early and because that he won the ball cleanly. I don't find the fact that he called a foul all that odd. I do find the yellow card a bit odd. So early on, Jovicevic is in the book. Jovicevic, another local from Darien, went to Downers Grove South for high school. Nico Williams remains down. Jovicevic played his college ball here, played 29 games over 2 seasons, made 20 starts. Scored 8 goals from fullback in that time. Williams back to his feet. McLeod and Angeles over this free kick here in the 10th minute. Angeles out swinger is headed away for a corner by Ndjibu. No shortage of communication from Omarov to his teammates as they try to defend this corner kick taken short. McLeod, Angeles wants it back on his left. Angeles to the far side on the volley. What a goal! Paul Mateo Chacon. The full-footed, left-footed volley from the center back. I said his left foot was cultured. I meant that generally in a passing sense. Maybe more than I even knew. A beautiful strike. No chance for Omarov. And in the 11th minute, it's 1-0. Meanwhile, a Strikers player has stayed down in the aftermath. Chicago House fans insisting that though they may be the away team on paper tonight, that this is their house this evening. And they drew that up on the training ground, as they say. So often those intricate set pieces you see teams design don't come off anywhere near the way they're supposed to. That one to perfection. McLeod and Angeles drawing in the defenders, combining, and a perfect ball to the far post by Angeles for a wide open Paul Mateo Chacon to put everything he's got behind. And at the moment, I think Strikers might be playing down a man as, well, he's going to be waved back on, excuse me. That is Arthur Navarro, who got some attention. But House get the 11th minute goal to change the dynamic of this game. Any plan that the Strikers had for trying to grind this out as long as possible now out the window. House won't want to settle, though. A.R. Smith. Lots of room wide here for Kramer. Kramer's cross is punched by Omarov. Only as far, though, as Austin Montejano, the former Concordia Chicago and Dominican player. Ball for Nico Williams. Williams, left-footed cross, took a deflection, and it's 2! Alejandro Mentasti. Just like that. In the 11th and 13th minutes, House race out to a 2-0 lead. The flick by Mentasti for his 3rd goal in 2 qualifying games. The Buenos Aires, Argentina native putting on a show so far in Open Cup qualifying. The assist to Nico Williams. Returning to the house lineup tonight. Al-Fanek with the ball to chase here. Ryan Grady, the house goalkeeper, has not had a touch of the ball as of yet. 2-0 here in the 14th minute. Here's this run again. Williams is onside. A.R. Smith. McLeod. Kramer was trying to get forward. They switched a bit what they were doing from the off Chicago house. Elias McLeod in possession is dropping in with the center backs oftentimes. Though we got forward there, and Jack Kramer is getting forward up the right side, but all seems pretty free-flowing and relaxed right now for Chicago house. Godde making this run up against Austin Montejano. And Montejano does excellently well. Kramer. Don't know if there's any voting for goal of the round, given how many matches there are, but I think Palmateo Chacon has made a strong case if any of the fine guys from thecup.us website are watching. McLeod out wide to Kramer, and they recycle for Angeles. Ugo Achara made the run, and the first touch just lets him down. He had found the pocket of space. A better touch, and it's probably 3-0. Achara, who scored 9 goals across 29 games for the Northwestern Wildcats. All the way back for the safety of House's quarterback of sorts, Palmateo Chacon. Came through the UE Cornelia Academy in Spain. Played for Chicago FC United for a couple of years over summers. Now in his third year as a house player. Free kick, Mentasti fouled by Hernandez. If you've joined us late, you've missed quite a bit. 11th and 13th minute goals by Chacon and Mentasti. The first of those, a lovely full volley from the center back. Angeles is going direct there, and why not at this stage, but that opportunity passes for House. Al-Fanek only finding A.R. Smith. Achara lost his footing. Lacoste will keep that in. House seeing no reason to slow things down. Montejano. Sometimes these turf football fields don't lend themselves great to soccer because the blades of fake grass are too long. Not seeing any of that tonight. This is a pretty new service here at COD, and it seems to be rolling quite smoothly. Lacoste got a push in the back. Referee plays advantage. Angeles as they go through the gears. Good job working back by the winger Godde. That's left short though. Ugo Achara. Achara sliced underneath it. Goal kick. Quick rundown of the two benches this evening. On the bench for Chicago House is Goalkeeper number 17, Tony Halterman. Winger number 19, Isaac Carnaya. Fullback number 21, Dan Hayes. Midfielder number 22, John Alzate. Fullback number 24, Zedi Adlam. And fullback number 27, Damian Iamarino. Meanwhile, for the strikers, the goalkeeper on the bench is Hryorii Yurkovskyi. He's joined by midfielder Jeremy Milewski, striker Elliah Tameklo, midfielder Anthony Luzon, midfielder Diego Caldera, and midfielder Cristian Osornio. Good step there by Jovicevic. McLeod is fouled by Reyes. And Nico Williams has gone down off the ball. And Montejano will play it out. Striker's going to use this opportunity to take a timeout as Godde and Parfitt will hold court. Nico Williams is back to his feet. If he wasn't able to continue, Carnaya would be the most like-for-like replacement. Chicago House players having a conversation with the referee, I assume, about why Nico Williams found himself on the ground. Between the goals and a couple stoppages, yellow cards, this stoppage time at the end of this first half is already climbing. As things have come to a more or less total standstill here. And strikers have thrown it in. Baumgartner is being told to kick it all the way down to Ryan Grady. He didn't want to do it. And Dominick Godde obliges. A little more pressure here from strikers. Angeles. Montejano. Smith. Angeles. That's a bit of a dangerous ball. Evades Reyes. Here's Lacoste. Lacoste wide for Achara. Kramer. Nice move there, almost, by the House right back. Lacoste intervening. McLeod. Back to Chacon. Angeles through the lines. Cleared away well by Ndjibu. McLeod and Kramer not on the same page there as that ball rolls all the way through for Omarov. Coaches on the bench for strikers encouraging their team to step up here. The space, though, down the left side just seems to always be open for House to progress into and then figure it out from there. with the 2-0 lead already. No great pressure on House to be urgent. McLeod. Achara. Trying to go back for McLeod, who hadn't continued his run. House with the press, win it back. Kramer, Smith. Angeles. Looking down the line. Nico Williams, the flag goes up as Williams finds the back of the net. Just barely able to hold their line, strikers. That's, I think, already the 4th offside call against Chicago House. And if Williams holds his run just a tad, it's likely 3-0 now. House fans disagree, but hard to be too up in arms when less than 24 minutes in, you lead by 2. Reyes can't find a teammate. Matejano back for Chacon. Somehow Angeles is always in space. Seems like Gilberto Angeles' job is just to float around wherever the space is for House. Here he is again. A little bit too confident there from House. Can strikers hold possession? Not really. It's been an issue all night so far. Matejano. It's just a question of when House decide to gear up. They look really comfortable in more or less first gear. And when they get too reckless, they've had no trouble winning it back. Matejano, Williams, Jovicevic slipping, but quickly back up. I think the crowd there was both a little concerned and feared what might happen if Williams got a step on him. Nice recovery, though, by the strikers right back. Achara couldn't find that one through the traffic. Only as far as Kramer. Toward Mentasti, away by Ndjibu. Nowhere for Hernandez to go. Foul by A.R. Smith. Free kick for strikers. Only a couple guys forward for strikers as this ball is swung. It would have gone straight out of bounds if Achara didn't play it. And that's just blasted on the way down for Ryan Grady. Grady, who played at Middlebury College, had a goals against average of 0.58 across his 4-year career there. Was named the best goalkeeper in Division III soccer in 2021. Smith onto the loose ball. Smith forward in between teammates. Only as far as Matejano. Survived that challenge from Baumgartner. And Ndjibu taking matters into his own hands, the center back. Battling with the much smaller Matejano, who does very well. Austin Matejano wanted Nico Williams, couldn't quite find him. Lacoste winning that header. Mateo Chacon exchanging. And House to the safety of Grady. Attack after attack after attack for the visitors. Poor ball there by Angeles. Elias McLeod, though, cleaning up for now. Kramer back for Lacoste. I think House's only real concern at this point is you love to see the confidence, but you don't want to become overconfident and put yourself in a bad position. But if they can score more goals with that confidence, the margin for error obviously gets larger and larger. Once again, lots of room here on this left near side. Montejano, Smith. In theory, Chicago Oz can do this for 62 more minutes. Wouldn't be the most entertaining evening for me or watch for all of you at home. Dan Lacoste on a journey. Montejano. Smith. Montejano. Back for A.R. Smith. Bumped off it by Baumgartner. Good challenge. Hernandez. Looking for somewhere, anywhere to go. Only finding A.R. Smith. McLeod. A little better here by strikers. Antar, Hernandez, and all the way back here for Omarov. Who gives it away? Angeles takes his time. Here is Ugo Achara, big block, and then it's held. What a play defensively by Ben Ndjibu. Achara maybe just waiting too long there to pull the trigger. Hasn't quite been his night so far. Hernandez. Strikers just trying to string some passes together here. McLeod heading it down. McLeod, Angeles. Good ball on a important challenge by Ndjibu. It's not been a great game so far for strikers, but Ben Ndjibu's probably been the best performer. Nico Williams keeps this in. His cross is off of Jovicevic and out for a corner. Taken quickly, so much room for Elias McLeod to the back post, and letting it go is Omarov. Nice idea, but just a bit overcooked. And once again, strikers will try to go short. Jovicevic. And he just has to clear to touch. Just a sense a bit that strikers aren't quite on the same page. Although, in their defense, having given up 2 goals in 2 minutes earlier in the game, in the 11th and the 13th, frustration had been understandable, given the task that's ahead of them now, both in terms of stopping House from scoring again and finding multiple goals. Ball through for Montejano, couldn't quite settle it. Again, in the 8 games they've played in the UPSL fall season, they've scored just 9 times. This is my 3rd soccer game of the day, so my voice is pretty tired, but I think my voice is going to be in better shape than Anton Omarov's by the end of this, given the amount of yelling we're getting from the Chicago Strikers keeper to help organize his teammates. The dummy by Angeles, Montejano. Kramer is in all sorts of room on the far side, and McLeod does well to find him. Kramer lining this cross up into the area. Flicked away. Mentosti. Not on the same page with Angeles, who does recover quickly enough to save the possession. Montejano from distance through the uprights and over. Taken away by Achara. Throw in for House on the far side. Up, 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 shouts Omarov. Nico Williams. Williams crossing to the far side. Achara into the back of the net. And he was absolutely not offside. A.R. Smith was, number 14. He was ahead of the play. At the time that ball was played by Williams, Achara was onside by a good 2 or 3 yards. And Strikers escape a third there. Nice header by Ugo Achara, but absolutely should be 3-0. The place where the assistant put his flag up was several yards ahead of where Achara had been. Officials, though, are always doing the best they can. Godde's not going to catch that one, as he's then dumped to the pitch for good measure by Kramer. Grady came out to clear. Williams dropping deep. Great ball by Williams, and Achara, I mentioned earlier, it's been a bit of a tough start for him tonight. And I think he deserved for that header to count. Kramer launching this toward Williams. Jovicevic. Offside flag up against Godde. Lacoste trying the big switch here for Nico Williams. No relation as far as we know to the star Spanish and Athletic Bilbao winger. As far as I know, this Nico Williams has not been linked with Arsenal. Once again, House able to take their time here. Kramer. Smith was surrounded there by 4 white and blue shirts, and Achara and or Smith commit a foul for a Strikers free kick. Ndjibu looking long and direct for Godde. Chacon just ducks out of the way of the header and lets it roll for Grady. At least I'm thinking that was intentional. Maybe not. If it wasn't, you got lucky. Under 9 minutes to go of normal time until half. I think we'll have at least a couple of minutes added on. Lacoste, an errant pass there. At the moment, it seems Strikers are content to let the House defense pass it around and just hoping for something like that to happen. That's last off of McLeod for another Strikers throw. House throw on the far side. Well, that was about as far up the field as Strikers have gotten all night so far in the 37 minutes we've played. Montejano ahead for Williams with some space. Smith. Angeles. McLeod. Looking for the switch over to Kramer. Angeles. Through the lines. Good step by Ndjibu. Hernandez, good first touch. Given away though. Angeles. Mentasti was trying to direct that toward A.R. Smith. Good sliding challenge there. A.R. Smith. Angeles. Williams. Tries the nutmeg on Navarro. That didn't work out. And Ndjibu forward. On the run goes Reyes. First real chance of the night for strikers to get forward into the attack. Reyes against Lacoste. Reyes. Antar. Hernandez. Jovicevic. Gives it away. Now a chance for House to counter if they hurry. Here's Mentasti. Well defended there by Ndjibu. Had his pocket picked by Angeles. Some space for Elias McLeod, and now Ugo Achara. Basically, even on that attempt to get forward, strikers still kept 6 or 7 guys behind the ball. Williams. A lot of white and blue jerseys blocking the way of Chicago House. Under 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. House looked to have scored their third a few minutes ago, but Ugo Achara was flagged to be offside, I think incorrectly, but those are the bounces of the ball, so to speak, and the luck that sometimes goes against you, sometimes goes for you. It was a very exciting few minutes there, but ever since, House have had most of the possession. Strikers struggling to take it off them, but also doing well to not allow House to get a third. Grady sends this out of play on the far side. Unable to keep that in was Curtis. Chicago House throw. Montejano. Can House hit the accelerator here? A.R. Smith. Looking forward, but not enough bend on that ball for Achara or Mentasti to get near it. Antar under some pressure here, and he does well to find a teammate. Hernandez working up the far side, stayed in bounds. Reyes, Curtis, one back by Jack Kramer. Achara, able to turn. Smith, dispossessed. Nice flick there by Reyes for Curtis. And a strong challenge by Jack Kramer. Smith. Angeles looking for the run here of Nico Williams. And Ndjibu and Omarov have it covered. House seem a little bit frustrated that they haven't been able to create more since that second goal, but that's credit to strikers for really compacting the space and clogging the passing lanes. Angeles. Montejano. Mentasti Trying to hold things up, Alejandro Mentasti, having his shirt pulled in a few different ways. Able to chip this forward in the direction of Montejano. It will be a corner for Chicago House. Here in the 44th minute. We'll do our best to communicate any amount of stoppage time. Believe the center referee just signaled no more than 1 or 2 minutes, which is interesting given the stoppages we've had, but House setting up for another short corner. Angeles into the area. Omarov able to claim. Trying to turn defense into attack here, strikers. Looking for the run of Godde. Dominick Godde just keeping this in. Unable to find a teammate, though. House have it back. Space here for Lacoste. Angeles. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments Shannon Seymour tries to make to his team at halftime, because this just hasn't worked the way they would have wanted. An ambitious pass will roll all the way to the end line to be collected by Omarov. As we're now into added time at the end of the first half. Again, we believe it's no more than a minimum of 2 minutes. Angeles almost took that away, and he's down after that collision with Hernandez. Meanwhile, Baumgartner. Reyes. Mentasti. As that's played long and just hasn't come together for House in the last 30 minutes. And the referee blows for halftime. Well, Chicago House get goals in the 11th and 13th minutes from Palmateo Chacon, a beautiful volley, and Alejandro Mentasti, a nice one-touch finish respectively. Not much to speak of after that point, and we will go to halftime with Chicago House leading Chicago Strikers 2-0. You are watching U.S. Open Cup qualifying live here on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
halftime here at the College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois. I'm Alex Campbell, live on Recruitlings for this U.S. Open Cup 2025 second-round qualifying match. At the break, it's Chicago House 2, Chicago Strikers 0. Strikers came out as we expected, looking pretty defensive so far in this one. And then in the 11th minute, the breakthrough came off a very well-worked short corner routine. It was taken short by Elias McLeod for Gilberto Angeles to swing to the far post, and waiting completely unmarked, Paul Mateo Chacon with a thundering volley into the top corner. No chance for Omarov in the Strikers' goal. And 2 minutes later, it was 2-0. Nico Williams with the pass into the area, and the nice outside of the right boot flick by Alejandro Mentasti made it 2-0. From there, it's been a bit of an odd game. It feels like Strikers are trying not to concede anymore. House looking visibly frustrated at how much of their touches are just passes between their various defenders. Kramer, Lacoste, Chacon, Montejano, McLeod, Angeles. That back six for House has had the ball, honestly, just between the six of them, they've had the ball for 60% of this game. And House feel like they should be doing better. Maybe there was an offside flag that went wrongly against them that denied Ugo Achara his first goal as a member of Chicago House. But at this point, the fact of the matter is that it doesn't matter how frustrated House are with not scoring more. As long as they can keep their stranglehold on possession, they're going to be advancing to a third qualifying round. Strikers are the ones who have to make some adjustments. They really haven't had any attacking impetus, any big chances. They have not had a single touch in the House penalty area. Ryan Grady, the House goalkeeper, largely unbothered in this one. That will have to change. Otherwise, Chicago House are marching towards a third round qualifying match, and they'd be halfway to their third consecutive Open Cup main draw. As you can see from my breath, it is chilly here in the west suburbs tonight. House looking to stay hot, though, and trying to heat back up here at halftime and into the second half. Second half action, just a few minutes away. You're watching the Open Cup qualifying rounds on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Second half about to get underway here at the College of DuPage, Chaparral Stadium in Glen Ellen, Illinois. In the western suburbs of Chicago, where Chicago House leads Chicago Strikers by a score of 2-0 at the start of the second half. So we are underway in the second 45. A long ball played by Strikers toward the corner. Austin Montejano does very well. It's a goal kick. And it'll be interesting to see how these two teams' strategies change. On the one hand, Strikers, obviously, need multiple goals in this game, and the way they were playing in the first half seems unlikely to get those for them. On the other hand, Chicago House seemed to be growing increasingly frustrated with how their possession play wasn't able to get out of their own half. Thinking maybe we'll see them not have so many guys forward. They were just immediately throwing 5 players into the attack, and it seemed like that made it pretty easy for the Strikers defense to mark those guys out. Maybe we'll see A.R. Smith stay a bit deeper rather than playing as kind of a pseudo second striker. Elias McLeod hurdled that challenge. Did that ball hit a hand? Looked like it might have from up here. Play goes on. A.R. Smith wide for Nico Williams. No changes at the half for either team. Everybody made it through that first 45 healthy as well. Mentasti, Angeles, wanted to go through the lines for the run of Smith. Was well blocked. To review the lineups for Strikers, in goal is Anton Omarov. The back four right to left are number 2, Blazo Jovicevic. Number 4, Ben Ndjibu. Number 6, Arthur Navarro. And number 26, Austin Curtis. That ball rolls all the way through for Omarov. And through the air goes Austin Montejano. Defensive midfield pairing for Strikers are number 8, Mauro Montes Hernandez. And number 33, Abraham Antar. The attacking mid is number 14. Oh, excuse me. The attacking mid is number 10, Sergio Reyes. Colin Baumgartner is on one wing. Dominick Godde is on the other wing. And Danny Al-Fanek is up top. Meanwhile, though, some concern here for Strikers as Anton Omarov is down. It didn't look like he and Montejano made all that much contact as Montejano went somersaulting over the top. The backup goalkeeper on the bench is Hryorii Yurkovskyi. Omarov at least back onto his knees here. Trainer for Chicago Strikers out to take a look. I think the question is that Montejano's boot might have just caught him as he went flying over. I see on Strikers roster, there are 6 players listed as being on the bench. I only see 5, and there is the 6th. That is the backup goalkeeper, Yurkovskyi, making his way back to the bench after halftime, being called back into service maybe quicker than he anticipated. Omarov is going to try to give it a go. And he'll resume play by rolling it out to Arthur Navarro. Al-Fanek dropping really deep, almost in a left-back position after beginning the night at striker. It's Baumgartner and Godde forward at the moment. Reyes, quickly dispossessed. Gilberto Angeles, only finding the feet there of Curtis. Reyes with the back heel. Hernandez. And it's been a definite formational change. Al-Fanek, who started tonight as the number 9, is playing now on the left side of a back 3. So a correction here. It's a 5 in the back right now. Jovicevic and Ndjibu, Navarro, Al-Fanek, and Curtis across the back line. Kramer. Elias McLeod is fouled. Free kick House. Might be just out of shooting range, but a dangerous position nonetheless. And some words after that. Al-Fanek is the big man on the near end of the wall. 6'4" center back from Naperville, went to Metea Valley High School. From distance, that's up and over the top. Off the left foot of Gilberto Angeles. Now that I see it, I think I might have had Al-Fanek and Navarro mixed up early on in this one, I think. With those numbers 5 and 6 looking so similar. Now that I'm seeing them again, I think Navarro might have been the guy playing as that center forward, that target forward to start. And once they went down 2-0, strikers decided to abandon that strategy. It's pretty clearly now a 5-3-2 out of possession for strikers. Kramer down the line, no one making that particular run. This second half has started just as the first half ended. House being frustrated with how they can't produce much, and strikers not being able to hold the ball for more than a few seconds, like here. Vital intervention, though, after Williams just took that off the foot of Jovicevic. Al-Fanek, 6'4" center back. Navarro. Omarov clears. Kramer trying to spin on the turf there and eventually pulling it off. Going all the way around Curtis in the process. Montejano. Nico Williams. Williams all the way back here for McLeod, the metronome of this team. Mentasti couldn't get there. Al-Fanek clears. But the question at this stage of the game is, how do Chicago strikers find 2 goals? The man who's played most forward for a lot of the night is number 11, Dominick Godde. He's played with Malaga City FC in the lower divisions of Spanish football. Spent some time in the Chicago Fire Academy and then at Evolution Soccer Club. Nico Williams. Referee will bring this back for a free kick. Air Smith, the man fouled. Another free kick upcoming for House. Angeles once again on set-piece duty as Dan Lacoste lumbers forward from center back. Montejano and McLeod staying back to help defend. Angeles looking to deliver. Angeles into the area, bouncing ball, the bicycle kick gets tapped up and over as Alejandro Mentasti nearly scored a spectacular goal, but looks to have potentially paid the price. Big save by Omarov, but concern now for Alejandro Mentasti, who landed very awkwardly after he connected on that bicycle kick attempt. Well, I said earlier that I thought we might have seen the goal of the round from Pau Mateo Chacon. Alejandro Mentasti nearly outdoing his teammate there. Mentasti's back to his feet, seems to be okay. Again, maybe just a tough landing on a cold night here. Angeles, outswinger into the middle. Omarov got a punch to it. Reyes can't clear. Smith, tangle of bodies and away by Ndjibu. Angeles lining up another ball forward. Mentasti couldn't bring it down. Achara couldn't quite get to the loose balls. It's pounced upon by Omarov. If I'm not mistaken, the third round of qualifying will be played over the weekend of November 16th and 17th. Really poor giveaway there. Mentasti, can he punish them? Mentasti, big challenge from Ndjibu. Williams hurdling, and away by Jovicevic. Elias McLeod for A.R. Smith. Great passing sequence here from House. A.R. Smith, lots of 1 and 2 touch stuff. Smith. McLeod. Montejano. Looking to go around the corner for Williams. Just enough of a touch from Jovicevic to prevent that. Bit of an incidental collision there off the ball between Jovicevic and Achara. Throwing for House on the far side here in the 57th minute. Only one big chance of the second half so far, and that came a couple of minutes ago via an attempted bicycle kick from Alejandro Mentasti. That was tipped over the bar by Omarov in the striker's goal. Ball down the line with a flag stayed down. It will against Achara. That's a great read there by House. As A.R. Smith left that ball behind for his teammate to gather. Angeles, far side of the area. Jovicevic plays it safe. It's out for a corner. Angeles collecting the ball. He'll trot over on set-piece duty once again. Gilberto Angeles, former Chicago Fire 2 player. Shout out to Chicago Fire 2. They won their first ever MLS Next Pro playoff game last weekend. They'll host the Columbus Crew on Sunday. Mentasti, an audacious flick. A.R. Smith trying to settle this, surrounded by white and blue. McLeod in the air. Headed on by Hernandez. Striker's throw on the far side. Somebody on the bench, I think you could pretty clearly hear that. Get him some water, the instruction for, I believe, the goalkeeper, Anton Omarov. Another throw in for strikers on the far side. Godde knocking that forward. Only as far, though, as Ryan Grady. His first involvement of this half, and McLeod just able to control that. Here's Austin Montejano. Still no substitutions tonight by either team. Only one recognized striker on the entire strikers roster tonight. He's on the bench. That's Elliah Tameklo. Joliet native, 6'3", played at Edgewood College. Wonder how long until we see him involved. Smith trying to navigate midfield. Eventually it's Ndjibu up from his right side at center back position. Godde was offside anyway as that bounces into the hands of Grady. Far side, Williams can't quite catch up. Half an hour or so to go here at College of DuPage. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Recruitlings for this U.S. Open Cup second round qualifying match. Things staying very local. It was House against Edgewater Castle a couple weeks ago. It's House against Strikers tonight. Achara trying to get on the end of this one, and it was taken off of Omarov's mitts by Ndjibu, who expresses his apologies. Next match will be a much less local affair for whoever of these teams advances from tonight. Third and fourth qualifying rounds. Third gets more regional, and then can almost feel like a national level knockout round in the fourth round as the amateur open qualifying spots for the main draw are filled out. House looking to reach that main draw for a third straight year. A lot of these players have been part of those last two. Palmateo Chacon, A.R. Smith, Mentasti's cross, Achara won't quite get there, but he will keep it in. Jack Kramer, Elias McLeod, all the way across. Here's A.R. Smith, resetting. Montejano, knocked off it, and Ndjibu. Montejano back in and wins a throw. But Jack Kramer, A.R. Smith, Alejandro Mentasti, all guys who've been there before. Angeles. Williams couldn't hold that one. Baumgartner wanted to turn, but only saw his opposite, number 14, A.R. Smith. Trying to remember if Strikers even have a shot attempt tonight. Nico Williams is in behind, and his left-footed effort is right at Omarov. Ryan Grady certainly hasn't had to make a save for House. There have been, I think, a couple shots from distance as the first change of the game is upcoming. Some trouble, though, here. Angeles on his left. Gilberto Angeles, it's saved, but the offside flag came up first. And unable to believe it is Ugo Achara, who's had his conflicts with assistant referees already this evening. But nearly just given away, and now a heated conversation between Omarov and Al-Fanek. House are going to make a change as well. John Alzate, the Colombia native, going to be coming in. Meanwhile, for Strikers, number 15, Jeremy Milewski. Rolling Meadows, Illinois native. Milewski is on, and he replaces the man on the yellow card, Blazo Jovicevic. And he's immediately going to go up front, so an attacking change for Strikers. Milewski played for Chicago Magic in his youth. And for House, it's a very defensive change. Alejandro Mentasti, he's got the second goal of the night as of now. He's replaced by John Alzate, the native of Medellin, Colombia. Alzate, more defensive midfielder, kind of something between a 6 and an 8. Looks like Achara is going to go through the middle now. Nico Williams out wide. And here is Ugo Achara, but Omarov there first. First touch there for Milewski is a flick in Godde's direction, but Godde was offside. Smith back here for Chacon. McLeod, always very calm in possession. Kramer. Alzate. Angeles. Achara not on the same page with Alzate. Ryan Grady will be called into action here as here comes Godde on the pressure. Grady straight into the striker's bench. Antar. Curtis. Antar. Closed down. Curtis. Navarro. Al-Fanek. Al-Fanek in some trouble here. And just bailing him out in time was Ndjibu. Kramer blocking that out of play, but Milewski has certainly brought an immediate spark into the game for strikers that they've much needed. Lacoste away. We are under regulation FIFA rules with substitutions, so each side gets 3 substitution windows to make up to 5 total subs. So each team has now used 1 window and 1 sub. Chacon, so that pass deflected, chance here for strikers. The shot from distance is off target wide, but it's probably the best look they've had all night. Sergio Reyes firing off target. Alzate and Kramer with some space here on the near side. Kramer fouled by Godde. Again, the general sense is House will be disappointed if this finishes 2-0. But they seem pretty comfortable holding possession, even if it's not creating as much danger as they'd like it to. But at some point, strikers have to become more aggressive, and when that happens, the game will open up. Williams won't quite keep that in. And Ndjibu now effectively playing right back as Nico Williams takes a seat on the far side. Wonder if his race might be run tonight. Isaac Carnaya, Dan Hayes, Zedi Adlam, Damian Iamarino. The remaining options tonight on the house bench. Meanwhile, for strikers, outfield players, it's Tameklo, Luzon, Caldera, and Osornio. And Williams has gone down again, and I believe that's going to be it for Nico. So House will make their second change, and that's going to leave them with only 1 substitution window remaining in the match. Believe that's Isaac Carnaya getting ready. It is. Nico Williams does have an assist on the night. Got the helper on the second goal of the day. It's a high five there from Ndjibu. Athletic trainer for strikers is out to have a chat with Williams. Williams back to his feet, and he is moving very gingerly, so it is going to be Isaac Carnaya. Carnaya, the native of Cicero, Illinois. I just realized, based on somebody in the crowd asking about it, that there is not a stadium live clock here this evening. So the only people who know how much time is on the clock are the referees and me and Erik. And the viewers at home. So congratulations, viewers at home. You know more about the timing of this game than the people on the field do. House are going to use this opportunity to make a double change. Iamarino will join Carnaya. We'll see who else comes off, but Iamarino most often can play as a fullback, but also can play in more advanced positions. He's a former MLS Academy player. We'll get more into that momentarily. So Williams is off. He's replaced like for like on the wing by Carnaya. And Damian Iamarino is in to replace Jack Kramer. So that's a like for like change at right back. Iamarino in, Kramer out. Meanwhile, Carnaya replaces Williams here in the 70th minute. Maybe we should recruit somebody from the crowd to just every 5 minutes yell what minute we're at. Chacon sending it forward. Achara trying to get there. Not quite. Goal kick. So now for House, it's Marino, Lacoste, Chacon, Montejano across the back line. Lacoste, Angeles, Smith in midfield. Alzate, Achara, Carnaya. But Alzate, as I mentioned earlier, more of a number 6, number 8 type, so he's a pretty defensive option on that right side. Throw in here for House, Ian Marino. Will be asked to retake that. Damien, who played for Canada as a under-17 international back in high school. He's a native of Daytona Beach, Florida. Is a tri-citizen of the United States, Canada, and Italy. His last club before House was actually in Serie D, the 4th tier in Italian football, after he played in Orlando City's academy. Collected by Grady here. Another example, though, of the wide variety of stories you get here in the Open Cup. This is a strikers team with not a lot of prior pro academy experience, only a couple guys. Not even a whole lot of college soccer on this side of things for strikers, but really just speaks to the depth of soccer talent you can find pretty much anywhere, especially in and around a city like Chicago. Ugo Achara making the run in behind. Having to deal with it was Omarov. That stayed in play on the far side. Here's Carnaya, first action for him. Angeles. Looking for the run here of John Alzate. Alzate! I'm not exactly sure what he wanted to do with that, but it wasn't blasting it that high and wide. Ugo Achara is frustrated, and why that wasn't just a cutback across the 6. And thus here in the 73rd minute, it remains 2-0. On goals in the 11th and 13th minutes of this game. Al-Fanek away. Chacon all the way back for Ryan Grady. So House with 2 subs and 1 window remaining. Strikers with 4 subs and 2 windows remaining at their disposal. Gilberto Angeles on the turn for House. A.R. Smith. Austin Montejano. Achara making the run. The flag stays down. Ugo Achara, heavy touch. And that's enough for Omarov to be able to cover up. Strikers will not want to end this night without at least 1 attempt on target. No shots on goal for them as of yet. A.R. Smith almost took that away. John Alzate did. Ian Marino. Smith, Alzate, Smith, Ian Marino. Montejano far side. McLeod, Angeles. Alzate through the lines, just over the outstretched left foot of Ugo Achara. And the offside flag is up. It has not been the friend this evening of Ugo Achara. And now Gilberto Angeles has gone down, and House are going to make their final substitutions. Or will it be 1 or 2? Zeddy Odlom is ready to come into the game. And they're going to move some things around here. Ian Marino's going to go forward up to the right wing spot, and I bet John Alzate will drop into midfield for Adlam to come on at right back. Angeles very, very involved tonight. He got the assist on that fantastic opening goal by Pau Mateo Chacon. Angeles will be replaced by number 24, Zedi Adlam, the Orlando native, played at Shaw University. Made his way to Chicago because after playing 2 years of soccer at Shaw, he transferred to UIC, the University of Illinois at Chicago, as a student. Played for the Flames club team, and that's how he has stayed here in the Chicago area. Referee feels that Al-Fanek took that too quickly. Time ticking and ticking and ticking away. So Chicago House are out of substitutions here with 15 minutes to go. Strikers still with 4 more, and be honest, I'm not sure why we haven't seen any of them used. And this is going to be a yellow card for delaying the restart by Elias McLeod. McLeod into the book. First house player to have his name taken this evening. Something that, if you're an English Premier League fan, you have probably observed much consternation about how IFAB, the international governing body that makes the rules of soccer around the world, has really emphasized that for this new season. Into the area. That ball could go anywhere. Referee blows his whistle. It's a foul by Godde on Grady, free kick house. "13 minutes plus stoppage time to go here in Glen Ellen at the College of DuPage. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining me tonight here on Recruitlings for this U.S. Open Cup second round qualifier. Alzate forced back. There's McLeod. And now A.R. Smith. House would really love a goal in this second half to cap off what's looking like it's going to be another U.S. Open Cup qualifying victory. Smith fouled. Referee playing advantage for now. Zedi Adlam still going. Adlam along the end line. Ian Marino. Smith back to his feet. Ian Marino's cross to the far post. Achara off the football crossbar. Out for a goal kick. And Achara gives a big thumbs up to that delivery from Damian Ian Marino. And a yellow card is out as the referee revisits that challenge on Smith. Abraham Antar into the book. A beautiful day here in Chicagoland has turned into a chilly night, although I'll tell you, I can't remember the last time we had a day this late in the year where I did not see a single cloud in the sky all day. Another ball here for Achara to chase. Al-Fanek did enough. Ndjibu? Gotta say again, despite the 2 goals, Ndjibu and Al-Fanek in particular at center back have shown well tonight, I think I'd say. And now A.R. Smith is going to pick up a frustration yellow. Really unnecessarily for the house captain, given that it's 2-0 and time is running down. House already had Kiki Zavalos suspended for tonight. Their top scorer each of the last 2 summers. And you feel that right now, strikers have to produce something from this. Again, Not a single touch in the house penalty area yet tonight for Strikers. Arthur Navarro sending it forward. Header won by Lacoste. At the edge of the area, still bouncing around. Ian Marino elects to slow it down and find Montejano, and that remains true. No touches in the penalty area, no shots on goal for the home team. Elias McLeod looking ahead. Zedi Adlam, the freshest legs on the field. Adlam edge of the area. Adlam went for goal himself. That was certainly not the better advised option. He had teammates making runs in the center. Well done there by Austin Montejano to win it back. Under 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Achar is offside, so he'll leave that. Curtis back for Navarro. I don't think I'd called Austin Curtis's name in quite a while. That left back for Strikers has been a bit lonely, I think you'd have to say, in this second half. Although maybe not as lonely as Dominick Godde and Jeremy Milewski leading the line. Mateo Chacon, Smith, Adlam. Zedi looking to find his fellow Florida native Ian Marino. Great effort by Damien, but it's out for a goal kick. Adlam cleanly out of the air. Navarro. And no one in a white and blue shirt moving toward the ball. Just a lot of frustration right now, understandably, for Strikers. Adlam. Lacoste. Grady, Lacoste, they got to be careful here, House. Milewski on the pressure. Lacoste blows a tire. That's off the corner flag, up for a throw for House. Strikers preparing another change. Number 24, Anthony Luzon, getting ready to check in, a defensive midfielder. Again, they do have a striker on the bench. I'm curious why we haven't seen Elliah Tameklo, excuse me. Sub here? Not yet. Bit of confusion here. Bit of an awkward standstill. I'm not sure why the sub isn't being allowed to be made. Luzon is coming on, and he will replace Mauro Montes Hernandez. Luzon currently plays at Elgin Community College. Streamwood, Illinois native, went to Streamwood High School. Antar. Baumgartner, first touch here for Luzon. Antar. Milewski, sliding challenge by Adlam. Here in the 84th minute. Strikers have one substitution window and up to 3 subs remaining. Ian Marino, Alzate on the turn, has numbers with him, but can't find any of them. Although that deflects off of Achara, this could be awkward. Hugo Achara. Damien Ian Marino. House again, slow it down. Adlam. For Alzate. Montejano. Montejano winning it back for House. Trying to slip that ball forward toward Hryorii. Al-Fanek clears. And the composure. How about that first touch by Palmateo Chacon as he was spinning? Zedi Adlam. Alzate. All the way back for Lacoste. Under 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Those goals were a long time ago now, in the 11th and 13th minutes. Lots of space here. Ian Marino handing it off. Still going, Elias McLeod. McLeod's cross. And Ndjibu partially cleared. Lacoste for Alzate. Smith. Adlam. McLeod. McLeod crossing. Almost an own goal. Isaac Karnaya might have actually gotten some contact on it. I thought from my view it came off at Chara, but in the end the offside flag was up against Karnaya anyway. At long last, we are going to see Elliah Tameklo for strikers, but I can't fathom why it's taken till the 87th minute, still down 2 goals, to make that judgment. They're also going to bring in Diego Caldera. Again, it's as if strikers aren't aware of how little time is left. Space to run here for Karnaya. Can House put this away? Karnaya. Achara. Ugo Achara went for goal himself and blasted over. Is there time for a rescue mission here? 4 strikers as they'll bring in Caldera and Tameklo. But confusion about who they're replacing. This happened last time they made a sub. It took a while, a lot of time burned off to actually get the players on. It's going to be Austin Curtis and Colin Baumgartner, who are replaced by Tameklo, the 6'3" center forward, and Caldera. Caldera, who played at Trinity Christian a few years back. Tameklo went to Joliet West, then Edgewood College, just graduated. 41 games for Edgewood over 3 years. For those unfamiliar, Edgewood College, a small school located in Madison, Wisconsin, just blocks away, really, from the campus of the University of Wisconsin. Well, they need 2 goals, and they need them very quickly here in the 88th minute. Increasingly, Chicago House look content for 2-0. Space on the near side for Zedi Adlam. A.R. Smith giving and going. Adlam. That's out of play off Navarro. A.R. Smith running into traffic, still going. Taken down. Advantage played. Ian Marino, edge of the area. Ian Marino, far post. He missed Karnaya. And A.R. Smith is still down. That's out on the far side for a throw-in. Is there a card coming here is the question. Is the referee going to bring this all the way back to that spot for a free kick after playing an advantage? That's not how that works. Okay. So after getting the advantage, not creating anything out of it, House are going to get a free kick anyway. Now, Palmateo Chacon to the near side. Ian Marino crossing. Pinball. How did that stay in? It's still there. And eventually, anywhere will do. Chacon forward again. Achara, Smith, both in there. Couldn't get there. Corner kick. Here in the 90th minute, Chicago House defensively have pitched a shutout tonight, not just on the scoreboard. They have not allowed a single shot on Ryan Grady's goal. There have been attempts that have gone wide, but nothing that Grady's had to save, and not a single touch in their own penalty area allowed. And again, I'm not sure why strikers didn't go more attacking sooner. Chacon curves it in, headed into the air. McLeod bringing it down for Alzate. Haven't seen anything about how much added time we have. Carnaya, McLeod. Chacon, all the way back for Grady. We have played the 90 here at COD. That goes out on the far side. It's a throw-in. Think I just heard 3 from down on the sideline, 3 added minutes. Played long. And the offside flag goes up against Reyes. He was standing a good 2 or 3 yards offside. Pre-game, Coach Rich Parfitt told us that if they were going to get a result tonight, strikers needed to avoid silly mistakes, and it's moments like that where you're searching for late goals and you've got a player just standing a couple of yards offside. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to a member of the winning team after this, so stick around for that post-game interview. Looks like it's likely going to be House in the waning moments here. A.R. Smith, John Alzate. We've played 90 seconds added so far. Alzate space to turn. Through the lines, here goes Damian Iammarino. Iammarino turning, handing it off. Ugo Achara, is this finally his moment? No. Shot right at Omarov. And it has not been Ugo Achara's night. Tameklo trying to run this down, won't get there. As we're into the third of a minimum of 3 added minutes. Chicago House looking to advance once again to the third round of Open Cup qualifying. They've got their sights on another main draw, still 2 steps away from that though. Lacoste wins the header. Iammarino, McLeod, Smith, and referee says slow it down. It's a drop ball in the end as the ball came off the referee. Alzate, Montejano. Is there a cherry on top tonight for House here in the dying moments of added time? Not for now, but House advance. Wasn't the prettiest game, not as flashy as they might have liked or as solid offensively, but in the end, Chicago House get it done. They are on their way to the third round of Open Cup qualifying on the journey to Open Cup 2025. The final score here at the College of DuPage, Chicago House 2, Chicago Strikers 0. The goals in minutes 11 and 13 by Palmateo Chacon, a fabulous volley, and Alejandro Mentasti. They prove enough, and House are once again moving on. That's it tonight from the top of the bleachers here at COD. We'll have some words from down on the field coming right up. You're watching the Open Cup here live on YouTube on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
on the field at Chaparral Stadium at the College of DuPage in the aftermath of Chicago House's 2-0 win in this Open Cup qualifying second-round match over Chicago Strikers. I'm joined by the man who scored the opening goal tonight, and what a goal it was, Palmateo Chacon. Let's start with the goal. What's going through your head as you see that ball arcing toward you and you line up that volley?
Yeah, so I saw the ball coming. I saw I was open, and first time. I know in the box there's not that much time to take 2 touches, so quick and on the side. That's what it hurts.
You guys, it seemed like the game, you got a little bit frustrated that you guys couldn't build up more, but you were able to hold a lot of possession. Why do you think you guys weren't able to extend that lead after you got those 2 quick goals?
That is true. The rival strikers was moving side to side defensively really fast. The defensive line was really conservative in there. They kept their spaces, but we were moving the ball maybe too slow. Maybe the field was a little fast for the ball, but we need to be more consistent on our passes and make sure in 90 minutes the chances are going to come.
You mentioned being consistent. 3rd year in a row you guys are trying to get to the main draw of the Open Cup, so you're halfway there again this year. Does it feel like this group and this team just has a habit of winning in these knockout competition games?
Yeah, we're getting in this habit, but also we know we have a target in our back. Every single team that will come or home or we have to go knows we've qualified 2 years in a row, and they play knowing that. So they play more defensively, more organized, and at the end we have to work on this type of games that will get sloppy, but we have to work on the ball and the goals will come. I'm sure. I trust my guys.
Yeah, well, there's always more success to come, always more improvement, and hey, if the guys ahead of you can't get the goals, there's always, volleys off of corner kicks, and that worked pretty well. Palmateo, congratulations. Go get warm. You guys are moving on, and we'll hopefully see you here in a couple of weeks.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight on Recruitlings of this U.S. Open Cup qualifying match. Chicago House win again, and they move on to qualifying round number 3. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Alex Campbell, and we'll see you next time here on Recruitlings.